Welcome back to Doc's Hot Shop and Forge. So we're still waiting on our computer to be repaired. It's a little more than a corrupted solid state drive apparently. So yeah, fun times. So recently I've been focusing on finishing up this block so it's ready to mount on the lathe. It's essentially ready. I just need the 2 strips of metal which are on mail order, so it should be here Monday, Tuesday. Then I will be able to mount the split nut carrier, which will be 2 pieces of this brass plate with this nut soldered across the bridge and then split. So it's aligned and will provide as perfect an alignment as I can manage. Including in this video, I will include a little bit of the machining of this, whereby I co-opted my lathe to being a horizontal mill. So it may be interesting for some, probably not for all of you guys who are into blacksmithing. So questions regarding the type of treadle hammer I'm building. So base plate, strong back, the anvil that we've made in the previous one. So I'm using 2 trailer springs, which are 700. So what's that? 2 and a bit feet, I suppose. And then you've got the hammer ram, which is pivoted here and here, and these are pivoted here. There's a down link, and then your treadle. And a return spring. So the action of this, because the distances are fixed in here and here, means that this has a small forwards translation, but is mostly a vertical translation. So this surface here will always be parallel to that surface there. And that's important. So it leads to a better surface finish, less likelihood of divots and gouging from misstrikes. To maintain this in the plane of the whiteboard, there will be a guide mechanism that will have rollers to prevent it from too much side slot. This distance here is going to be 1 meter. This distance here can be no more than 2.1 meters. It'll in fact probably be closer to 1.5. And this distance between here and here will be 700. Sorry, these are all in metric units. I apologize. So why go with this somewhat more complicated design than the more common treadle hammer that has a pivoting sledgehammer? And that's because this hammer describes an arc about its pivot, which means that this, when it hits here, is never actually perpendicular to it or in parallel to it. There's always that slight radial component, which I'd like to avoid. Yes, this would be simpler. I could knock one of these up in a day. This a little more challenging. There's a bit of a fun element to that, and allows for a heavier ram. So this would be the heaviest I can get is a 12 lb sledge. This will end up being probably closer to 20 pounds once all the steel for the head mount and the springs and everything else is taken into account. So that allows for a more solid ram, heavier strike, and a more efficacious piece of equipment. So that's where we're at with the design and the manufacturing. So we've got this part complete. We're about to cut the base plate, which will allow us to gauge this part and get that cut, and then we have to do the mounting here and here, for which I've got various parts, and there'll be the turning of the pivots because they're not quite the right size to match with the cheek plates from the duplex roller chain that I took apart a few weeks back. So that's why the pivot pins need to be turned up. So that's where we're at. Hopefully in the coming week we'll get the computer back. I'll be able to edit up and finish the tongs videos, be able to do the video for the subscriber challenge. So yeah, hopefully we'll get back on track in the week and continue slogging along. Should be making more progress on this during the coming week. I still have to finish this tabletop, which is an extension leaf for my dining table. So if you want to see woodworking, let me know. Just comment below and I'll do a little bit of this. There will be a little bit of metalworking as I have to do some hinges for it, as this is the actual extension leaf for that dining table. So if you're interested, let me know. I can always video that. But that's where we're at. And now let's see if I can figure out how to edit together 3 or 4 clips on my phone so I can upload this and give you guys something to watch. As always, hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Feel free to share. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, get out to your shop, have fun, but do stay safe. I'll catch you for the next one.